All right, everybody, we're in minute 6. I'm Brian.
I'm Wolf.
And this is X Minutes, the podcast that breaks down the, at the time of filming, longest running superhero franchise without a full reboot, technically. And we are in minute 6 of X-Men, the first movie. I wanted to ask you, do you attribute X-Men or Spider-Man more to our current level of superhero blockbusters, or do you like some attribute it as a like an alley-oop, like X-Men threw the ball and Spider-Man dunked it in, because they were, I believe, a year apart when they released.
Yeah. So X-Men was 2000 and Spider-Man was 2001, right?
Yeah, and Spider-Man was more comic booky color, and X-Men was leather.
Okay.
Yeah. I think X-Men kind of put the idea in people's mind that you can create a comic book movie with more than one main character and still have the story work. Because I remember Blade. When I was a kid, I didn't even know Blade was a Marvel character.
I watched Blade 2 a bunch, Guillermo del Toro.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Blade kind of showed people, okay, we can have a comic book movie, but I mean, wasn't Blade rated R too?
It was, but now we're gonna have a PG-13 Blade probably with Mahershala Ali.
I'm excited for that. I mean, I just think Mahershala is gonna kill the role.
Oh hell yeah!
Man, it's gonna be intense. I wish it was R, but I don't think they're gonna do that. But yeah. So I think X-Men kind of like started it off.
Sorry, just a second. My iPhone storage is full.
Oh.
And I've got a 512 gig phone.
Okay.
Let me delete the stuff that it's already backed up to Google Photos. Whoops! I've been recording a lot. Does it tell? Can you tell? Holy! Delete 1,069 videos.
Holy crap!
And photos. To be fair, some of those are posters. I filmed for 5 hours with my roommate like a month ago, reviewing every single movie I'd ever bought on digital. And
nice.
we thought it would take half an hour. I just deleted 60 gigs of stuff.
Holy crap.
And I have definitely more than that. It's still shrinking. Probably 100 gigs at least. But right now it says I have 440 gigs used. So I got space now. Alright, that may have been entertaining for you watching or listening, but sorry. What were you saying? My iPhone just filled up and it's 512 gigs, so I'm very irresponsible with that.
X-Men kind of showed you could make a superhero film with like a team of heroes, but I think Spider-Man kind of took it to the next level because, I mean, before Tobey Maguire, what was the last live action Spider-Man? What was in the 60s or something like that? Was it the 60s or 70s?
Oh man, I've literally never seen it. I know there was probably a live action TV show, but yeah Spider-Man 1 I think made double the money that X-Men did when it first came out.
Oh wow.
X-Men was probably around 400 million and Spider-Man was around 800 million. If those are wrong, correct me in the comments on YouTube or Instagram at #engagement. It's not just a trick to make you comment.
Right, they're gonna be like, actually.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to use Google anymore because I'm a hacker. That's my justification for it. But honestly, X-Men's kind of setting up Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, I think X-Men. Well, I think Spider-Man kind of showed that you could have a superhero movie. I mean, Spider-Man wasn't dark at all. It wasn't really that dark, and I think that the superhero films in the past, they had a darkness to them. So I think Spider-Man kind of showed you didn't have to be super dark or edgy to.
And it still had horror elements, Sam Raimi's roots, which is interesting to me. Going back to that, seeing the montages, or even when Goblin dies.
Yeah. I mean,
there's this
like,
great video
Willem
breaking
Dafoe.
down that moment.
Willem Dafoe, like, just, I mean, he, like, I don't know if you saw the footage of, like, the test footage of what his mask was going to be.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome, but he really didn't need it. His face was scary enough.
Even his eyes through his Power Ranger helmet
Yeah, right.
were effective.
Heck yeah.
But, yeah. Oh wait, we haven't. I started talking before we watched this minute.
Yeah, we can hop into the clip.
Cool beans. We're on minute 6, and what happened in this minute, Wolf?
Yeah, so pretty much Marie, or Rogue, and her boyfriend, Edward Cullen, I mean, some guy,
He's gonna be the new
up,
Batman.
right? They end up kissing, and then her powers literally suck the life out of him. And it's just like, it kind of shows how traumatic figuring out your powers is for these mutants, you know, because we all think it'd be fun in games, but not for everyone.
Yeah, and that, cause it's kind of nice. Like, he kind of nudged in a little bit, and the opportunity was there if she wanted, and she was nervous but excited, and then they really didn't kiss long. Literally just like a couple pecks, and then boom, veins everywhere. I guarantee I would put money on those being accurate for the team that did it. But damn, it wasn't gradual. It just like 1 second little kiss and then everywhere.
It's like, I mean, and she didn't. I mean, this is the first time this has happened to her. Clearly, so I mean, she didn't know what to expect. Could you imagine if they were like, you know, she was? I mean, she's clearly DTF. Could you imagine if they like probably tried if she had tried to go all the way? If they tried to go all the way, you know, I mean, she would have. I think things would have been. He'd have been dead.
I love that you said that because I didn't take it. I wasn't reading it like that. I thought this might be her first kiss.
Well, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, you know, it's like
never know until you know.
I mean, I'm guessing this is the first time her powers have manifested. So,
oh yeah,
I mean, she
that
had
for
literally
sure.
no idea. She's probably
she does live in a nice house. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, like, it really did show like how traumatic some shit like that is. Because like, I mean, she doesn't know if it's the kiss. She doesn't know if her boyfriend is like epileptic.
Dead.
She doesn't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, dead. The parents come in. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, she immediately takes the blame for it. Like, she
Yeah.
thinks it's her. We get a different angle in her... Just a second. We get a bit of a different angle when she hides in the corner by her door, but she's got double doors into her bedroom, which I've literally never seen. And she has, like, a display with books and little knickknacks and stuff. But yeah, we find out she is Marie and he's David. And his eyes are just rolled back just the furthest you can. And he's,
you know, honestly, like,
shaking.
I wonder what that would feel like to get like the life sucked out of you.
I don't know. But I do know that her father has a glorious mustache.
Let me see here.
That's a strong stash. That's an Anchorman stash that I can't grow.
Yeah.
But it'll grow, but it won't be in that shape or thickness.
I mean, well, for having that mustache, like, I mean, he came in and he took charge. That kind of comes with the territory for having such a thick, full mustache, you know.
As long as she doesn't touch him and suck the mustache out of him.
Right.
I think
it'd be funny, like, if she touched her dad. She has a mustache.
Half a mustache leaves him, and she's got half a mustache.
Oh God.
Just enough for the mustache to stay alive after some time in the hospital.
Yeah, right.
But right before
But
we
yeah,
cut,
like,
we're on David's face with her father and her in the background.
oh yeah.
Oh wait, no. The last thing before it cuts is her saying "Don't touch me," and then we hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're now seeing the beginning of another stage of human evolution," which would probably be something Magneto would have a problem with. Human evolution, we're better than humans.
Yeah, right.
But now explaining what happened more so by saying these mutations manifest at puberty. Interestingly, the first shot we have inside this Senate hearing or whatever is clearly at the end of some PowerPoint presentation because the DNA code that they had is being covered up by
Oh yeah.
shades.
And
With
so she
the
was
is that
doing
the
like,
Capitol building?
yeah, it looks like the Capitol. Like she pretty much is just like the very end of a TED talk. Like in conclusion, you know,
Yeah.
mutants are the shit. You know, so
When somebody might be nearing an age to be DTF, then
then their
their
manifest.
powers,
I mean,
these
maybe
mutations.
maybe that's what they were going for, to show that it starts with puberty, because like when puberty starts, you start to get attracted to, you know, other people and stuff. So
Yeah, it's kind of yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because it's kind of more appropriate or more on the nose maybe effortlessly than something like seeing Scott's powers manifest in X-Men Origins where he's
yeah,
just his eyes start hurting and he goes to the bathroom and then
yeah,
but yeah, you can't have your mutations come up not how should I say this in a way that doesn't sound dumb. You can't have every mutant finding out about their powers right during their first kiss.
I know, right? Yeah,
Just odds.
it's like Scott just blows the girl's head off.
oh,
It
oh, that's no good. That's
would just be terrible.
that hearing will not go well.
Yeah, right. It's like, so Mr. Summers, you said you kissed her.
Yes, I kissed her and I wanted to see if she was enjoying the kiss too. So I opened my eyes and then I couldn't see her face. And it was
All I saw was
everything
a hole
was
in the house.
red. Everything was red, including the new jelly on my bed sheets, which was her face.
Or what
And
was
then
left
he's
of
on
it.
the stand and he looks over to the people on the jury and he's like, "Would you like me to look at your reactions to my possible guiltiness?
They're like, no, not guilty, not guilty.
I would like to see the look on the person's face who reads a guilty verdict."
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, but now we've got this mysterious woman in red. Who could she be? Maybe we'll find out in the next minute.
Maybe.
But there's press here. There's people with some pretty intense zoom lenses.
Yeah, it looks like
Police
she-
by the exits.
and like the flags behind her. She's like maybe talking to some like government officials or something like that. It's like a very like, you know, that reminds me of, like, I don't mean to keep coming back to Blade, but the council of like elderly vampires. Like they were in this dark like circle. You know what I mean? So
It's been so
like a
long since
coven.
I've seen that. I do find it interesting that the shades that cover up the screen in the Capitol building are literally just another picture of the Capitol building.
yeah,
If you forgot where you were,
This is where you were.
be like, maybe we should put some of the most influential people on there, or maybe we could swap it out every new president.
Right.
No.
No, let's just have this building.
Yeah, I thought I was in the White House right now. I forgot. So why don't you just put that up there, Jared, just to remind me every time
Like,
I'm here.
That's like having like a framed picture of your house hanging up in your house.
And one that closes over your television every time you're done using it. That's like the most bootleg screensaver.
Yeah, right.
Like, just guerrilla screensaver ever. Like, I don't know how to work this computer and put a new screensaver on, so I'm just going to lay this cloth of a picture of our house over it every time I'm not using it.
It's like that was a great episode of The Big Bang Theory. Good night.
Oh, that's a sentence you'll never hear me say.
Right.
Shots fired! Community's so much better. Community's on Netflix. Go watch it now. I like your cough dab.
Yeah, right.
Vape cough dab. Be careful where you cough these days.
Oh, dude. Yeah, especially with what's going on now. Maybe that's like the next mutation, like being impervious to certain strains of diseases.
Nothing's going on for the YouTube algorithm, because apparently if you mention it, no bueno. What's going on? I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of minute 7, I believe. Nope, minute 6. I keep messing up where we are with this. But, yeah, cool beans. Anything else to add before we move on and figure out what the end of this woman's TED Talk is?
No. So,
cool beans.
Let's move on to the next one.
Let's jump over to minute 7. See you there.